Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Haiku-san, and this is my newest channel. This is aka SenzuBeanCartel, also known as SBC. This channel is going to be dedicated to talking about nothing but anime, and it's going to be real talk. I'm going to use themes involving anime to relate to real-world situations that everybody goes through. But enough of that. Today we're talking about Goku vs. Jiren. This is the pre-show, and I got my best friend with me here, Alo the bad guy. He's going to kind of be with me throughout this whole episode pregame because, you know, we're hyped for it. So he and I are going to be discussing our thoughts on what we want to see from the episode. You know, we already know what the spoilers are. We already know the outcome and what's going to happen on the future episodes. But as fans of Dragon Ball, you know, we're gonna share and discuss. Alo, the bad guy, also has his own YouTube channel, which is going to be podcast out just like this. So if you guys are interested in checking them out, I'm going to have the link for that down below. Alo, did you have anything that you wanted to add to your channel?
If y'all into a whole bunch of smack talking and real talk, like he's trying to do here, we talk about real life stuff over there, but it can get pretty dirty over there. So if you come over there, make sure you ain't got no kids listening unless your kids can hear everything possible. I'm talking about hardworking VJs, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what that is, just tune into the channel. You'll see all about it.
So for the most part here at SBC, we're going to try and keep it clean. It's a little hard for me because if you guys seen my other channel, Haiku-san X, it gets a little interesting sometimes.
He's a swearing mother.
Yeah, but I digress. Without further ado, let's go ahead, man. Let's talk about Goku versus Jiren that's airing tonight. This is going to be a fire match. Like, this is going to be the best episode of this arc thus far.
Yeah, this arc, because I think the best arc was definitely Goku Black.
Oh, hands down. Like, the Goku Black arc was unpredictable. Like, just the moment when you kind of thought you had it, you didn't really have it, and then they introduced these other plot twists. We're like, oh no, there's actually two Goku Blacks, and you know, so forth. So
yeah, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks.
Yeah,
that was fire.
Yeah, that was fire. You know, the Spirit Sword of Doom. But yeah, guys. So you know, what I'm thinking is gonna happen. And I had actually predicted this before they had announced how Goku's going to obtain the new form. The moment they were showing that episode preview and I saw that they were showing Goku throw the Spirit Bomb and Jiren was looking at it like, yeah, okay, cool, I'm about to punt that. It immediately reminded me of back when Goku was first fighting Beerus and Beerus threw his big Death Ball-esque style move at him, Ki Blast at him. And while Goku was holding on to the blast, he absorbed it, and he also absorbed the Super Saiyan God state into his base form. So the moment I saw the Spirit Bomb, I was like, that's what they're gonna do again, because they never introduced the Spirit Bomb just as some quick attack, and you know, there's no aftermath afterwards.
I don't think that's how it's gonna go, though.
You don't think? How you think it's gonna go?
I think they're just gonna scrap. Like, I think they're gonna fight. He's gonna throw the Spirit Bomb, and I think Jiren's just gonna pluck it away. Like, I think he's gonna do a move, and he's just gonna beat Goku down. What I really believe is gonna happen in this whole thing is Goku's body is gonna have to fight to survive because of his conscious knowing that he can't fight no more. Because we already aware that, spoiler alert, that this is he can fight under what is it? He don't need to think before his body moves. I forgot what they called it, but like they called it something like it was what Whis was talking about. Goku and Vegeta, if they could ever learn to do this, they would be at their best fighting ability. And I think what's going to happen is he's going to beat him down, and then Goku's going to be laying there helplessly. I don't expect to see him to get it in that first 30-minute episode. I really think that even though they showed us the trailer, I don't think he's going to get it in either one of these episodes. I don't think he's going to transform yet. I think he's going to transform after Hit fights him. I think it's going to be during the Hit and Vegeta chance at Jiren. That's when I think he's going to actually transform. If he transforms in this episode, I think it'll be corny.
What? But it's a 2-episode special. So
I still think it'd be corny.
Nah.
I think the first episode should be Goku trying to fight Jiren showing off, beating him up a little bit. Actually, Jiren taking his time. Second episode, Goku Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken times 20, still gets dogged out. The episode finishes with him throwing a Spirit Bomb, it getting backhanded, and Jiren pummeling him, and then Hit jumping in to save Goku's life.
So then you feel that would be episode 110, that the Spirit Bomb would be thrown in that 109?
Yeah, I think that he throws the Spirit Bomb in 110. And after that, Jiren, like, we obviously know he's going to deflect that. Because if they do it like this, where we get this Limit Breaker Goku, or however you want to look at his transformation, because even though they've said what they're going to call it, there's no guarantee that's going to be the name of this transformation. I personally believe that if they drops like that, we do know that Hit gets a shot at Jiren. We do know that Vegeta gets a shot at Jiren. That means he's about to stomp Goku out even if he transforms and then beats them up. That would make no sense. Like there would be no sense for them to have him go to this transformation and then in episode 111 have Hit versus Jiren.
But it does.
Why would that make sense?
But it does, because he's gonna obtain this new form
and get beat up.
Yeah, because he didn't master it. He's gonna they have been capitalizing on that term of that statement of people not mastering their forms since Golden Frieza.
Yeah,
and then 100% full power and etc. So,
but this isn't. I don't think this is a real transformation. This isn't. I don't think this is an increase in power. Mm-hmm. This is more of a technique that your body learns. Like this is supposed to be him being able to fight without thinking. So there is no training that you don't think about it.
But
like
see,
your body does it.
So that's gonna more than likely be added on top of his powered up state that he's gonna get. I guarantee the spirit bomb's getting absorbed. Once the spirit bomb gets absorbed, he's gonna fight him. He's gonna get crushed, and then after he gets crushed, he's gonna be laying out. And then he's gonna
absorb his spirit bomb before.
Yeah, he did, but not in this way. Like nobody said, "Yo, I'm about to throw the spirit bomb back at you at the force that you threw it at me, and you're about to absorb it and get a new power up." He has absorbed the spirit bomb before, but not in this way.
But in the description, it says that Goku's beat up from head to toe from Jiren's attacks.
Mm-hmm. He is.
So the spirit bomb would I don't see it being like that. And there was also one of them like little leaks saying that Goku's body was starting to move while he was on the floor.
That's the autonomous movement job.
Right. So that's after he's beaten up. If he absorbs the spirit bomb and then starts doing that, then that makes no sense.
Right. The spirit bomb's getting absorbed. It is so cliche. It is getting absorbed, yo. I'm telling you. Because outside of the movement, why would his hair and his eyes change color if it's just the body moving on its own?
I do think he's getting a transformation, and that's why I said I don't really think the autonomous movement thing is really a transformation. I think that's a technique he's going to learn. Mm-hmm. The transformation, I honestly, before this episode, thought it was going to be from Roshi dying. Like I thought he was going to get it because of Roshi dying. That's what I thought. So for real, they did throw a good curveball out there because they kept Roshi alive.
They did.
And that was kind of dope. But I still think someone's going to be in peril, and I think that it's going to cause him to or the fact that he can't win is going to drive Goku to be like, okay, I need to step up. Like, this is crazy. Like, because he's about to get curb stomped. Like, he's going to get curb stomped. Jiren, did you hear that essentially, they're called the Pride Troopers, right?
Right, correct.
Okay, so the Pride Troopers, they're like a representation of the DC universe?
Yeah, and also akin to the Power Rangers as well.
Ah, that makes sense, too.
Their poses
the VR
and so
Trooper,
forth.
the VR Troopers was like a knockoff of the Power Rangers, so.
Yeah, they got the little Kamen Rider-esque thing going on over there.
Yeah, and it's like Jiren, Superman, Harley Quinn, and the Joker are the gods, and the Angel.
And let's talk about that for a little bit, because I truly do believe that Jiren was inspired by Goku, like hands down. We don't got that background of
inspired by Superman.
Who did I say?
Goku.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I mean that he's inspired by Superman. You know, you look at his character build and you look at his tone, and you know he's kind of soft spoken, kind of to himself. Hasn't said too much, but I feel like this if Toriyama or what's the other dude's name?
Toei. No, that's the company.
Toyotaro.
Yeah, Toyotaro.
If he was to make a Superman as an alien in the Dragon Ball universe, I feel like that's what Jiren is. And by his strength, it was just confirmed. Spoiler alert! Once again, it was just confirmed that he is the strongest fighter of the 11th universe. He is.
I thought that was something that was spoiled when they first brought him up. Topo spoiled that for us a long time ago.
But see, if you also notice, like if you look at the early fight work, artwork for, I like fight work. That's kind of cool. Yeah, early artwork where they were showing like the mysterious characters from all these other universes. Initially, instead of Topo, it was supposed to be Jiren, and he was covered in a cloth. Did you ever catch that?
No.
Yo, I'm gonna have to show it to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to show it. He was originally the person that he was supposed to fight in the preliminary, and then they like retconned it, changed it up, and the next thing you know, it's like a 3-foot dude instead of Jiren. But
so you think that Goku's gonna get beat up, and then like Hit and Vegeta's gonna buy Goku time?
I feel like Goku's gonna get bodied, and then I feel like after Goku gets bodied, Jiren's like, who's next? And Hit's gonna step in as the same way Goku did when Hit was fighting the Beerus-looking dude.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name off
Dipso.
top. Dipso. He was fighting
Dispo.
It's Dispo. You're right. He was fighting Dispo, and he was like, "I don't need your help, but I'm gonna join anyway. I don't need your help." And then Goku was like, "Well, I'm gonna help you anyways." Blah blah blah. They fought. He helped him. So I think Hit's about to return that favor. And upon doing so, I think Goku's gonna try and buy time to kind of save his energy and so forth. because they showed the episode spoilers where he's gonna fight. I think it was Kale or Caulifla. I think he's fighting Kale because while he's fighting her, Kale, however you want to say her name, while he's fighting her,
who's fighting her?
Goku. He's gonna be fighting her while he's beat up, and they're saying that he's supposed to be like getting his energy back while he's fighting her.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And then she transforms, and I think what they're gonna do is since they intentionally showed Goku fighting her in the Brawly state before, I think that they're gonna have him fight her again with his new techniques that he's learned to show how far that he's come now, and it's going to be a big difference in strength. So I think ultimately Goku's going to get the elimination on Kale or Kale, however you want to say it.
You know what I really thought was going to happen at one point? This is something that I thought would be crazy, is if, because there's an episode coming out called like this Berserk, or not Berserker, but like Saiyan, like
Saiyan's Resolve or something like that?
It's Vegeta's Resolves and then like Saiyan's Attack or like Triumph or something. And I thought it was gonna be all the Saiyans versus Jiren. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Like across both universes, they're all gonna jump in and fight Jiren, and everybody's gonna take him on. That's something I had an assumption of, but I really didn't know. And in my head, like I just think that I think this whole tournament's going to break down because Goku's going to feel for the other Saiyans. I think that's what's really going to happen. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if Jiren like accidentally killed somebody or beat them up so bad that it like pissed Goku off to the point that he got the transformation. I thought it was going to be with Kale or Caulifla, because to me Caulifla is the new Gohan. Like she's the new Gohan, hands down. Mm-hmm. She's got a lot of like she's got like pent up rage, kind of cocky, but she can fight and she's got the ability to surpass transformations.
What I was thinking was initially going to happen, I thought it was a pretty good idea. I was like, the only way, with as powerful as they're making Jiren out to be, is that he and Goku are going to fight. Goku's died numerous times. He's going to accidentally kill Goku, and that's how he's going to get eliminated. And so that's what I was thinking was going to happen.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Because if he's out, what other way if Goku couldn't beat him would make sense for him to be out?
Right, right.
To me, I was thinking of like speculative theories of what could happen, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Or it could be vice versa. Goku could accidentally kill Jiren, and boom, Goku's eliminated. Once you get the two strongest players out of the ring,
the problem is there's two Gokus in this fight, and it's Vegeta. Like even though Vegeta doesn't have the same power as Goku, he really does. But like he can always catch Goku. Like he can. Like he could. You piss him off enough, he's gonna jump right up into that level and fight right alongside Goku until Goku ascends again. Like right now, previous to this episode, Goku and Vegeta are on the same level, but like they're no different except for Goku has Kaioken.
Yeah, once he taps into that state, because Vegeta definitely showed his rise to power when he was fighting Goku Black. He was like, "Let me show you what exploding the hyperbolic time chamber can do. I'm about to thrash you through 3 stories of this parking garage real quick." And this is where I'm at.
Vegeta's no joke, and we obviously know that Universe 7 is the dominant universe. There's more powerful fighters on Universe 7 than there is in any of the other universes. Like, even Universe 11. Like, Jiren is the epitome of power, but Goku and Vegeta hands down destroys the rest of that universe. But, like, even Topo can't compete. I honestly think that the person that's going to beat Topo is either Vegeta or Gohan. But, like,
Definitely, and I think that's why they intentionally had Topo say, "Well, actually, I'm not the strongest. My homeboy, granted you was scrapping with me pretty good, but my friend, I'll get my friend on you, buddy, and he'll beat you pretty good." So yeah. I feel that they intentionally were revealing another character so Topo could be taken on. I feel like Gohan's gonna fight him.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
or Dispo. It's gonna be one of the 3. But I think the 3 of them is gonna fight the 3 of us, or 3 of ours. Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta at the very end of the day. I think that Universe 6 gets eliminated kind of quickly due to Jiren. I think that's gonna happen. Like I think Jiren's just gonna be like, I think Hit gets eliminated when he fights Jiren. I think that happens. But like I don't think Hit makes it out of the fight with Jiren.
So the reason why I don't know is because like after Hit fights Jiren, the episode titles and spoilers don't say, they say that Jiren beats him, but they don't say that he eliminated him.
True.
So
I still don't see him making it out of it. Like I don't see him making it out of the fight. I mean, if Jiren was smart, he'd just go out there and grab him by the legs and throw him off.
Yeah,
like,
for
if he
real.
was smart. But
if anybody in this tournament was smart, they would all team up to size out the immediate threat, which is Jiren and Goku, and everybody be going after them. They show all these random explosions of everybody else fighting everybody else, but nobody's playing it smart. Like, yo, who are the big dogs? Let's assess this tournament and let's take out the real threat here. Not let's just fight whoever comes.
They did though. There was a point in time where the Pride Troopers tried to do that, and then Android 17 and 18 was like, "We not having it. Like, we not having it." And that dynamic duo just like eradicated all of the Pride Troopers.
I feel like, honestly,
I said this to you earlier. 17 is the MVP. So far, he is the MVP.
yo, actually, speaking of other characters, earlier you had this theory that you were talking about in regards to the other Namekians.
Oh yeah,
yo,
Piccolo.
spit that.
All right, so in my head, this would be crazy. If I was to be writing this story, this is what I would be writing. So we do know there's two teal-colored, like dark teal-colored Namekians, right?
Right.
Almost like Garlic Jr. colored.
Yep.
They're gonna show up. Who are they gonna fight? Obviously, they're gonna fight Piccolo. Like there's no need for them to fight anybody else besides Piccolo and Gohan. Like those are the two people that's probably gonna fight them two, because Piccolo is stepdaddy to Gohan. Like we all know this.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's gonna be Goku? You think it's gonna be Piccolo and Gohan
versus
the two Namekians?
Or as of right now, we know that the Saiyans are the good race of Universe 6. They're the heroic race. Like they're not.
Mm-hmm.
There's no longer humans. Like humans don't exist. Saiyans are the good people. They're a warrior race, but they're not Vegeta-driven warrior race. Like they're not Nappa-driven warrior race. So I think the bad guys of that universe is really the Namekians. Now, how could these two Namekians be powerful enough to be in a tournament of power in with the likes of Kale, Hit, Frost, and all those people? They have to be powerful. Well, how do Namekians get their power? They get their power by fusing together. Now, in the Saiyan warrior race, they were savages. Namekians are more intelligent than Saiyans. In general, they're wiser. I would assume, if it was me, it'd be like a gladiator-style fight, one-on-one, almost like a death battle. But like when you win, you get to fuse with the loser, so you gain their power. I can see that being a thing. Now, what I can see being crazy is Piccolo is also one of the strongest Namekians that ever exist in our universe. He might be so powerful that he can beat them by himself. So if he does that, I see them being like, "Oh my God, let us fuse to you." And I see Piccolo obtaining the power level of Super Saiyan God, or Namekian God, as one would probably call that, because he would be fusing with two of the most powerful Namekians in history from another universe. That would be fire to me. In my head, you do that, give Piccolo his rise back to the top, because he deserves to be up there with Goku and Vegeta. I mean, he has more fans than Tien or Yamcha or even Gohan. Like, I mean, he has just about as many fans as Gohan has. Gohan only has his fanboys because of Super Saiyan 2, Cell-sided. After that, nobody liked him no more.
Yo, Mystic Gohan though, Mystic
Gohan was dope, but the Mystic Gohan didn't carry the same power that Super Saiyan 2 transformation had. Like when he turned Super Saiyan for the first time and turned Super Saiyan 2, everybody hung from his nutsack. Like, I mean, I hung from his nutsack. Gohan was my favorite character. Then you had Saiyaman. All right, all those people that used to bang with Gohan, they went right back to Piccolo. All right, like they went right back to Piccolo, because you like Piccolo because of Gohan, and you like Gohan because of Piccolo. Like it wasn't, you didn't like Gohan because of Goku.
So I now that you spat the theory, the Namekian theory, I got a different idea that I think might happen with them, yo. I think that these two Namekians might just straight up fuse in the middle of the fight.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I think they're gonna realize, yo, Piccolo's OG, or one of them might be getting thrashed. They're gonna pull a Goku Black, where they're getting beat up, so they're like, yo, let's fuse. And I think that whichever is the weaker of the two is gonna offer himself up to the stronger one, and then I think it's gonna be really an all-out battle between that Namekian, the fusion Namekian of Universe 6, versus Piccolo. What you think about that?
That'll be fire, and that'll be where Gohan ties in, because he might be stronger than Piccolo, and then Gohan saves him.
Boom.
That'll be
that'll
be fire.
I think
that'll be fire.
I think that's what's gonna happen, yo.
That would be fire. That's only if the Omni King allows it.
Yes. What I want to also see is
I want to see the Omni King die. I'm sick of him.
Yo, he's garbage.
I'm sick of him. I love that.
What I also I almost forgot it, man. What it's leaving me. What I want to see is it was just on the tip of my tongue. Think of something, yo, while I think of it, yo.
Well, I'll tell you what I thought was great. Like, I really liked the way Frieza played Frost. Like that. Now I know we're supposed to be talking about Goku and Jiren.
No.
Let's catch up real quick, because like a lot of stuff has happened in this Tournament of Power, and since this is a Dragon Ball themed channel, you got to kind of catch up here. So I would say Frieza's a bad boy. I don't know who's going to eliminate Frieza.
Frieza's the ultimate politician.
Exactly. Like he is the most. What bad guy is better than Frieza?
Nah, in the Dragon Ball universe, I mean, the only way you would even theoretically think somebody is better than Frieza is based off of the way they did things.
I'm not even saying better. I said better. better. Like what bad guys? Like to me, Frieza's the best bad guy.
No,
like,
no,
he's the best bad guy.
So what I mean by that, when I say badder, I mean like who's more of a true villain, like who's done more things in the show that makes them to be, you know, that hierarchy of a bad villain.
I was like, Frieza hit him with the destruction matter, bro.
Frieza did it right.
Frieza's a thug, son. Frieza's straight up a thug, bro. Like
he was like, oh yeah, and you know what? Can you go to the overpowered stages? So Frieza's like, yeah, like this, master, like this, and like Frieza's like, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know that.
Now you're too slow.
But now that we were talking about Frieza, it made me it helped me remember what I was gonna say. What I want to see Frieza. I want to have him see
Fight
Jiren. Maybe not even fight him. I want him to just see him. And I want him to be overwhelmed with his presence. I want to hear Frieza's thoughts on when he yes, exactly. When Frieza sees him, I don't want Frieza's character to be that, you know, cliche, you know, cocky, oh, I'm stronger than him. I want him to be like, yo, this dude is like he's a real threat. Like, do I need to go like mithril Frieza? Like, what?
I guarantee you, Frieza doesn't get scared, bro. I guarantee you, Frieza don't get scared. I guarantee you, Frieza's gonna be like. I guarantee you, Frieza's gonna be the reason why they win. I can guarantee that Frieza's gonna see because Frieza's also a tactician.
He is,
and I guarantee he's gonna see the weakness. Like that, he's gonna know. Okay, he can beat me up in a fight, but he can't beat me in a war.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And that's what's gonna happen. Frieza's gonna be like, oh, he's probably gonna get shocked. He's probably gonna be starstruck for a second, like, oh my god, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. And then as Goku and him fight, or as Hit and him fight, or as everybody fights Jiren, he's gonna sit back and be like, this is how we beat him. And then he's gonna be like, Goku, this is what you need to do.
I don't see Frieza ever speaking to Goku with a plan because he didn't even communicate with Gohan about the BS he was about to pull. Yeah, but he just held back.
They was looking at a weaker version of him.
Yeah.
Like when they see Jiren step on the scene and go like this, the power's up. Oh, it's gonna be a different deal. Frieza's gonna be like, oh snap. Okay, so I can't just worry about Goku. I gotta worry about this guy. And he's gonna be like, all right, bet. He's gonna come up with a plan. He's gonna come up with a game plan to stop. Frieza's gonna be the reason why they beat him.
So, all right, so let's focus on that. What may happen? What may happen? And it's a possibility. There's so many outcomes that can happen. I foresee Goku eventually, when he learns his new techniques, when he rematches Jiren and he fights him, I think he's gonna do damage. He may still lose, but after that point, I think, like you're saying, somebody else is gonna take the lead, and I think they might all join together to try and destroy this dude.
Or we get Gohan. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Hey, you want the fusion dance to happen so bad, bro.
I want the fusion dance. They needed that. It's the only way they can do it and make somebody canon, because there's nobody canon from the fusion dance besides Gotenks, right? Like, so they need to do it again to get another canon character. If they did it with Goku and Gohan, it would make sense. Like, it would just make sense. Gohan goes Mystic form, and then you get Mystic Gohan, and he has the white hair. Because we've been talking about we've been talking about a good Saiyan with white hair.
Yeah, but they ended up saying it wasn't a good Saiyan. They were saying that they were gonna have the white, and it ended up clashing with
theories,
the characters. But what I think would be better is if they just said, all right, yo, it's time to make Gogeta real.
Or they make they make Gohan Mystic Saiyan 2. Like he gets like
another mystic power up, like Mystic Breaker Gohan.
They could just call it Mystic Saiyan 2, like Super Saiyan 2, like Mystic Saiyan 2, like that's base form Mystic Saiyan. And let him get another hair color change, like let him get like orange or something. You know what I'm saying? Like a different color, like whatever. Like, cause I mean, for real, we all know that one of the hypest parts of Dragon Ball is the hair color change. That's like one of the hypest parts. The most iconic moment of Dragon Ball history. Yeah, like the most iconic moment of Dragon Ball is definitely Super Saiyan 1 transformation against Frieza. That is the most iconic moment. It was the most tearjerker, goosebump feeling moment of Dragon Ball history. I haven't gotten that feeling since, except for the first time Gohan almost turned Super Saiyan in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, when he still had the long hair and his hair blew up like rabbits. Like it was like I was stupid hyped for that part too.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've never reached that pinnacle of like, oh snap, for real, like of the same level.
So another thing that could potentially happen is that, as you see, the two Xenos don't root for any other universe or seem to care about any other characters but Goku. So I mean, I think it's very possible that once Goku starts getting the hands handed to him, Xeno may also in the future do something.
I do. All right, so I mean, I mentioned this to you earlier. I think the time runs out for real. If you really want me to, like, what my real opinion is, I don't think they win. I don't think no one wins. I think the tournament runs out of time, and Xeno threatens to eliminate the whole. He either threatens to eliminate the whole universe, or he lets the survivors live, or something like that. Like, he's like, well, everybody that's still alive, y'all can live. Everybody else dies, and that's going to threaten Roshi, Krillin, and the people and the likes of them. And then, or the Grand Priest is like, all right, well, we can't have a draw, and the Grand Priest is actually malevolently evil, and he just jumps in and it's like, well, I'm gonna eliminate everybody, and he starts killing people, and then maybe you get a Goku and Jiren team up.
Okay, that's real. I can see that. But you don't really think it's going to be the cliche ending where a universe wins and then they say, "Oh, let's get the Dragon Balls and wish all the universes back."
I don't think Xeno will let that fly.
Really?
I think Xeno's more powerful than those Dragon Balls.
Oh, he has to be.
Right, so I don't think he would let that fly.
I still, I can't shake the feeling of that cliche ending happening. I just can't.
It has a high potential, and it definitely has. We're talking about Dragon Ball here, so it can totally be cliche because every saga has ended the same. Like, every saga ends the same.
Every single
Only one saga was different. There was only one saga that was different, and it was the Cell saga. Every other saga was exactly the same. Goku wins.
So, you're 100% correct. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this, and I might have to make a separate video where, we discuss this part too. With everything that has happened in the last 2 arcs of Dragon Ball Super, after this arc, what would ever be the new threat that you would be, were you as a fan, you sitting down watching it, you're like, oh my god, if that happens, that's going to be crazy. They're in a tournament that is eliminating universes and the gods of everything are watching. I cannot see myself watching the next arc having anxiety about how this is all going to go down. Like, do you feel as a Dragon Ball fan that this, maybe not the end, but from here on out, it can't get any more serious? You've had somebody who actually did end up, destroying everybody on the planet, Goku Black. Now you have somebody who is destroying universes with the flick of the wrist, and he's wiping them out just like that. Like, there's nothing else that you can watch that's scary.
No, where you go with Dragon Ball is this, because this is what they said they're going to do. That Dragon Ball Super is going to end right when Goku meets Oob.
But nobody said that Super's going to end like that.
No, they definitely said that. Well, they didn't say it was going to end like that, but they said Super's definitely going to reach that point.
Yeah, it's going to reach that point, and
what I think happens is we get new heroes. Well, what we get is we get Goku takes Oob to train.
Right.
Goten and Trunks are grown.
Right.
That's the, for real. Everybody's already said this, but we need character development on Goten and Trunks. This show has lacked. Goten has been the most neglected character of this TV show since it started. And where he was actually a prime character in Dragon Ball Z. But like in the Buu Saga, Goten was a character. Like he was focused upon. But like, I mean, he had a fight with Trunks. That episode was one of the greatest episodes, in my opinion, in DBZ. Like, definitely, like the fight with him in the World Tournament, the Kids Tournament. That was a dope episode. Then when they got together and became the Masked Man, whatever his name was, and fought in the Adults Tournament, then what else did we get out of Goten and Trunks? The fusion, to fight Boo. Like, they actually had a lot of character development. They were not at all involved in any arc here. I think that arc comes when they grow up a little bit. I think they get their own arc.
That's realistic. But do you feel that any threat can come that's ever going to make the stakes this high?
Yeah, because I think what happens is Goku can't fight no more. Like, he's not. I think he actually gains God level. Like, I think he actually becomes. I really do believe that Goku becomes a god of destruction. Even though he's a peaceful character, I think it's supposed to, I think that's part of it. But like, I think that's gonna be part of the anxiety, part of the drama. Like, can Goku go through with that? And he's gonna be forced to go through with that. And maybe he becomes the bad guy.
I mean, I can't see him becoming the god of destruction. I can't see it.
It's either him or Vegeta.
Frieza.
No, because Frieza's just.
But that's what Frieza wants.
But Frieza will kill everything anyways. So like, he's not gonna be a god of destruction. He needs to be peaceful at the same time.
Who keeps the god of destruction in check?
Whis, but if you get Frieza to become the god of destruction, he's too malicious. Like, he's just too malicious. And he doesn't.
That's the only other real threat I can see coming from this show from here on out.
Nah, there's gonna be other threats, or maybe inter-universal threats. Like a threat to Jiren and them is also gonna be a threat to Goku and them, because we also have that. Now they've also opened up multi-universe, the multiverse. So that being said, anything can happen.
I mean, there's also the possibility where somebody wishes for all the universes to come back and be one.
That could be a thing too.
Because if you do that and you combine all the different universes into one, now you're introducing the possibilities of there being new random villains all the time out of nowhere, people conspiring who shouldn't be conspiring, random threats out of nowhere. Like, I feel like if they combine the universes, that's
maybe
the best
the
way.
angels. Maybe the angels, they get to live even though their universes get destroyed, and they get they get upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get like, all right, nah, I'm not with this. I trained the clown, and we better go out here and wreck now. I'm sorry. The clown's dead. That was my best homie. I was in love with him, and they wrecked him. I'm going to go over here and beat the brakes off Beerus.
Harley Quinn's about to come out the beat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or there is mad potential, bro. There's mad potential for anything to happen. Like, this show, I can write something crazy for this show. Like, let me write some Dragon Ball stuff. They would be like, what? I would make the new Namekians the baddest of all the bads. But like, they would be the ones that wreck. And there's still two characters that we don't know.
Yeah, there's
a dude that's apparently already beat Beerus in a fight, and Beerus likes to downgrade it to an arm wrestling match.
No, it was arm wrestling. It was the mouse.
Right.
And he beat him in an arm wrestling contest.
No, the mouse was a god of destruction.
Yeah, that's who beat him.
But he said immortal.
I think they were saying that there was a mortal who was close to the level of beating a god of destruction. Nah, there was a translation somewhere. It was either in the manga or there was pictures of it from the show where Whis was like, I wonder if they're going to have the mortal in the tournament that beat you in a fight. And he was like, he only beat me in an arm wrestling match. And then but he said mortal that beat him in a fight. That mouse was a god. Okay. I'll have to fact check that, yeah.
And there's also two universes that didn't even have to participate.
Correct.
Because they were too strong.
I thought it was 3.
It might be 3. But they're like, so the potential's still out there. They might have already thought about that. Like, what happens after the tournament of power? Well, they wish them all back, and them 3 jealous universes are like, well, we're going to have to do something about that. And they start coming at them. I mean, we've already seen them do some crazy stuff. Like, wasn't it the clown dude that sent his henchmen with to fight Frieza and Goku at the gate, and then he gave him destructive energy?
That was the Viking dude.
It was the Viking dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, clearly the gods can break rules. So like, it can get ugly, but I think Zeno dies. I think Zeno gets eliminated, and that's when all that stuff goes crazy. I think
you think the god of everything dies?
I think something happens to him. Maybe that's like maybe when they get the Dragon Balls, Frieza wishes that. Like, who knows?
So here's what I want to see, and this is focusing back on the fight. What I really want to see happen with this match is I don't want to just see like an all-out brawl between Jiren and Goku. I mean, granted, they're gonna have some top-notch animators on for this fight. We're gonna see some cool-looking stuff, but I want at the same time some character development for Jiren, because they're making him out to be the biggest and the baddest there ever was. I want some character development from him. I want to see some original techniques from him, not like the Tokidobashi that Hit does, but like I want to see like, well, where I come from, this is how we focus our energy, and this is why I'm able to move this way. Just something to make him more original, and that something that other characters can't easily do, because he's one of the few that can.
He's gonna come out there and he's gonna have frost breath and laser eyes.
He's gonna be able to sneeze solar systems away.
Yeah, because he's gonna be Superman. Did you know that Superman can clone himself?
Yes.
So
he can drag the entire solar system.
Yeah, so Jiren's gonna come out there and do some dumb stuff like that.
Yo, if they do reveal that he has like frost breath and heat vision, yo, that's the ultimate cop out of originality. Like, I'm done. And from that point, Jiren is a satire character to me, and I'm writing them off.
I mean, for real, this might be Toriyama's way of saying Goku beats Superman. Like, he might be tired of that argument and be like, I'm gonna create a Superman for Goku to stomp. Alright? Like, y'all not gonna say this no more. I'm done with y'all. Goku's gonna...
His one weakness is the gray tonium.
Yeah. Like, his weakness is gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be something stupid. His one weakness is a...
Oh, shit.
Ketonite. What is ketonite? Goku has it in his hair.
He's allergic to ki.
Something dumb, bro.
Yeah,
it's gonna be something dumb. And then Goku's gonna wreck him. Or he's gonna be allergic to Frieza. It's gonna be something silly, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, guys, A-Lo the Bad Guy and I have really shared our discussion on how we think this match is gonna go down, things we want to see afterwards, and how we think other characters are gonna act when they see that this battle is gonna happen. Ultimately, though, tonight when we see the episode, we're going to see a lot of things that are also not announced in the spoilers. So, in real talk, that's what it's going to come down to. But, you know, we want you guys' opinions, too. So, we want to see what you guys think. Leave your comments down in the section below. Share with us who you think ultimately is going to win this tournament, not based off of just these two episodes that we're going to see tonight.
And not universes either. Pick a fighter. Any fighter.
And, you know, on top of that, let's actually focus on something before I close this video out. In regards to spoilers, like, some people only live by spoilers and don't let their imagination go to anything else. Like, they see it factually, and then they think that's it. Like, Alo and I were talking about that, and, you know, it's good that we're in a time where we can see future glimpses of what's going to come. But at the same time, you know, you got to kind of, you know, understand that things are going to be put out that aren't actually going to happen. So there's a lot of misconceptions that we might even have based off of what we said in this video. We might be surprised at things that are going to happen tonight.
Facts. And we're fans, and as fans, we actually make the show. But like, they listen to people like us, like, without y'all knowing it. Like everybody that goes out there and gets on these blogs and posts, these writers and people, they're seeing this. A lot has changed because of the feedback. I mean, the animation was garbage in the beginning, and it stepped its game up.
Right. So the series has definitely come a ways, and I think tonight is going to restore faith in a lot of humanity and everybody who watches this junk. So without further ado, we're going to put this video to a close. There will be an after show video. So, you know, you guys stay tuned. This is the first episode. If you guys have any changes that you would like to see or topics you would like to see discussed, also share that. But this is a big thing for me, starting off on a new channel, because, you know, I'm ready for something different. So
yeah, facts. I'm with it. I support it. I'm all about this channel. It's your boy, Little Bad Guy, though. Go check me out. Real Quotables, one word.
And this is your boy Haigusen, and with that, we're out of here.